Grownish, smartish, British.
We are British, apparently.
Guys, you are watching Growing Up British or listening. Guys, I feel like it's been forever. But
That's because it has been
But
forever.
I haven't uploaded many of our episodes, so people, by the time they watch this, they'll be like, what do you mean? It's been a week. What are you talking about? But I caught COVID.
I know.
Listen, Ben was like, I told you you would. I knew in the back of his mind, he's going, yeah, I told you so.
No,
but I thought,
no.
I genuinely thought, I swerved it. I actually thought, you know what, everyone's getting COVID.
Yeah.
But I'm just going, and like, I'm not getting it. And then, pow, got hit.
Bam.
Bad. I got all the symptoms and then some.
That was a rough 2 weeks for you.
I can't smell still. I can't
The good
taste.
thing I did find out about it is they're a British company.
Who?
OnlyFans.
Swear down.
They're British. They're from here.
Oh,
So
interesting.
it's
What
to be able
what
to-
perverted nerd came up with that idea?
Well, no, OnlyFans wasn't originally set up for sexual content. It
I
became
know.
that.
That's why I can never do anything
It became that, but it wasn't. That wasn't the
Yeah.
original
It's
the
concept.
same as Skillshare. It's the same as
Cash out. There's a lot of
Two
things.
Away,
There's a lot of things that became sexualized. They became sexy.
Listen,
They didn't
just
start
very
out that
quickly,
way.
were you on Clubhouse?
Yeah.
for a time.
All right. Do you remember when girls used to be like, if you want to have a conversation with me, if you want to, I need some dinner money, you cash at me, and everyone had it in their bio.
Yeah.
It's like that was literally their thing.
And
It's
the
like,
moan rooms. Oh my God.
Sorry, what?
yeah,
The moan rooms.
like girls and guys, even guys did
even
it.
guys, and they were the best moaner.
The guy that can moan the loudest or get some money transferred in the cash app. Listen, lockdown one
Clubhouse
made
was
people
wild.
move.
Lockdown
wild.
one was wild.
So, a very, very, very quick side note. That would work mostly women doing it to men because not psychologically, we're genetically engineered to hear a woman moan and it turns us on.
Yeah, I know, but girls were
Genetically.
making guys go, I will transfer you $1,000 right now if you give me your best moan. Men will actually moan in.
I'm all right.
They'll
with
even
that.
give away free BBLs. Come onto the stage and tell us why. What are you going to do when you first get your BBL? I'm a twerk. Literally.
Hold on, wait. Uncle here. BBL, what's that?
Brazilian butt lift.
But wow.
You stay there with your married self and
Wow.
Yeah. I love it. I love how sheltered
He's
Ben is
so
in his adult
naive.
life.
I feel like
love
we could
it.
actually take advantage.
We really could.
I've literally parallel parked into this whole sheltered life and I'm chilling, man.
Cool, man. Do you know what?
Sorry.
Sometimes it's nice to be in.
Yeah.
I'm not outside. I'm not
100%,
outside.
you're living
I'm
your
not
best life.
outside.
You're the one that's winning
I'm not
silently.
outside. I'm
Yeah.
not outside.
I want to be an auntie and be like, what
What
is
is this?
What is the OnlyFans only?
Yeah.
Actually, no. Before we go on topic, would you rather? Jeez.
Dun, dun, dun.
Gosh. So as you guys know, I'm very mature. What was this? What did he say? What did he say? Kenny, tell us. What did he say?
We had a moment.
Y'all had a
moment.
special
A
moment, yeah?
Bromance moment.
Hey.
Moment.
Yeah, you keep sipping on that Lucozade.
Kenny's my guy, man. I swear. Kenny is my guy. I
Kenny
need to
the
stop.
crackhead said
Don't.
no one. All right, so guys, would you rather always get away with lying or always know when someone's lying?
The second one.
Yeah.
You guys are two in agreement with each other. Why?
What's
Would you not rather just get away with lying?
no? Because that means I'm not in
You
control.
know what Hebz is
If
going
I-
to pick?
You want to always get away with lying.
Actually, no. I just want it to be different. I'd rather know because I'll be like, you lying mother trucker.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, okay, swear down, yeah? Okay,
Yeah.
tell me more. Tell me more about your
Let's
lies.
see how
can
big your
catch-
lies
you
can
can catch
get.
them, innit?
Yeah, I'll dig deep.
Are you shaking your
Yeah.
head for? What would you rather do?
You'd rather
You'd
what?
rather-
Lie?
Get away with lying.
Yeah, because you could literally lie like, oh, I own like £1 million to the bank, and the bank would just give you £1 million as if it was air in their system.
They'll believe your lies, isn't it? Because you're good at lying.
Mm.
You just get rich
Exactly.
or die lying.
Or die lying. Get rich or die lying.
All right, I'm going to move on from this one. I'm not happy. I'm not satisfied. All right. Would you rather every time you speak, it sounds like you're introducing a show, or would you rather sound monotone all the time?
Oh my
So
God.
dumb.
I really feel like I'm naturally very
So
animated.
dumb.
I feel like everything I do sounds like I'm introducing. Kenny, why are you nodding too hard. I didn't even line my sentence.
Who thinks of these? Is this you? Is this all you?
Sometimes it's me. I add the little something like, no, this one's
This is
Straight
tough.
off.
Because
I really feel like I'll be like this because I'm already like this and it's so flipping jarring. I'm sure someone's watching me going,
Yes.
Hebz, I beg you, shut up. Kenny, stop nodding. I'm not even looking at you. I can see you in the peripherals nodding like this. Oh gosh. Please put Kenny on the camera. People need to see
Leave him alone.
No, go on. Nod for the camera.
Kenny. Hi, Kenny.
So yeah, guys, would you rather sound like this all the time? Or would you rather sound like this even when you're happy? I feel like that's Ben's voice anyway.
Probably do sound like that already. So I have to take the second one.
I'm really torn because one is the inflection of the tone is lighthearted. People won't take you seriously, and the other one, people will take you too seriously.
Yeah, they'll be like, "Are you joking?" No,
Are
no,
you okay?
I'm really happy.
Yeah,
I'm actually really happy today. Like today was an amazing day. I went on. Shush, I'm trying to hold this down. I went on a swing today, and it was a time in my
On a
life.
swing.
Yes,
Yeah.
on the
and
swing.
a £50 note blew into my face.
And I was like, oh my God, I almost
Exactly,
was not going
that's
to be able
my
to pay my
face.
bills, and I now can.
No, I'm picking the first one.
You want to talk like this all the
I
time.
want to talk like this all the time.
I'm about to go to the toilet, guys, and
Why
grab
do you need
myself
to?
a
I've
food.
never known why the announcement of going to relieve yourself needs to be told.
100%.
Why? I
'Cause
don't
then-
need to know what you're going
Speaking
to
of toilet, so I've lost my smell, innit?
Yeah,
I was telling you guys behind earlier, and that sounds really wrong. I can't smell. So when I go to the toilet, I forget how much my smells. And I forget to tell people. And they walk in, it's like,
Wow. Wow.
I'm so sorry. So guys, I'm really sorry to tell you this. As a grown-ass adult, yeah, the beauty of being married previously is that my ex-husband got used to my doo-doo. I got introduced someone else to my doo-doo. My doo-doo smells.
Have you met someone?
Your sense of smell will be back
No,
soon.
but I do worry about that day. I have to
Oh.
go. So yeah, like see how like you always worry like where's the catch? That's the catch.
That's the catch.
My doo-doo
I know.
stinks.
Nobody's doo-doo smells like roses.
Well, everyone on the world knows now.
I mean, do you know what? It's good. It's good because then my future husband might be watching and he'll be like, all right, at least I know
Alright, yeah.
Febreze is a requirement.
Yep.
Febreze.
What do you eat though?
What do I eat? I eat very healthy. Thank you very much, Ty.
Very true.
I need to
True.
room. I need to what? Tell me what I need to do to reduce the smell.
Vegetables ferment in
Fiber.
your
No,
stomach.
it's not vegetables, it's fruit. Fruit ferments
Yeah,
quicker than anything
else.
else. Which is why you need to eat it first thing in the morning. So it digests
So
quicker.
guys, if you want to complain about my smell, just know my insides.
They're healthy.
Fermenting. They're fermenting.
Okay,
Ew.
this is the last one. I'm really sorry to do this. I did make this one up.
On the toilet.
I swear there's like a little spray called like disguise your poop or something. It's called something poop. And it's like
Yeah.
really small and you spray it and it's like,
Oh, I'm getting
It
that
makes
one.
your poop smells go away. I forget what it's called.
I don't know.
Mask
But anyway, I
the
can't smell my
smell.
own doo-doo to conclude. So the last one, I made this up. I'm so sorry, guys, in advance. But I felt like it was a very appropriate thing to ask. Are you ready?
I don't know,
This
actually.
is definitely going to be silly.
It is, and it's so inappropriate. Would you rather Michael Jackson or R. Kelly look after your child?
Oh,
What?
no.
What?
Oh, my God.
What? You go first.
If you had to choose.
No, you go first. You go first.
Oh, Lord.
Ladies first.
Well, I have a son.
Exactly. So
So
ladies
I'll
first.
say R. Kelly because R. Kelly doesn't tamper with young boys. He tampers with it.
Listen, when you're peeing on people, I don't think you care what gender that person is.
Nah, but
Let
she
me
got a point. He
be-
never mess around with boys.
We
There's
don't.
no
we,
cases
that we
yet.
know of yet. Who knows?
But I just pictured like Michael Jackson, may he rest in peace, and R. Kelly both standing there and like your child's in the middle going,
No, I'm cool.
which one am I setting them free to?
No, I'm cool.
You have to choose one.
Release them into the wild, man. That's
Oh,
what I'm doing.
boy.
Who? You just let them
I
decide.
don't know because one is obviously
Your nephew.
no.
Think
about
It's
your- think
a
about your
nephew
brother.
and a niece.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See?
Think about your brother when he was younger. Who would you leave him with? Michael Jackson will just hug you to sleep, spoon you.
So
Hey?
that,
Who just wants to be spooned?
Hey?
He's just had a very sad childhood.
I've,
Kenny, why? Kenny, you're not allowed in here
Kenny's
anymore.
dying in the back.
I love it. This is amazing. This is amazing. Thank you for being here. Please be here all the time. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. My choice is R. Kelly. I have a son, so
Okay.
hopefully he'll be safe.
So okay.
And he slaps at the moment, so tell him to
Fizz?
hit away.
I honestly don't know.
I really want to throw another one on you guys, but I won't do it. I'll save it for next week.
I honestly
Next
don't know
week's
because
show.
obviously R. Kelly's been convicted and there's evidence against him.
Wasn't
this,
it
that, and the
Is it
other.
R. Kelly that was convicted for other things aside from that? He's been apparently.
No, that's Bill Cosby.
is
Bill
it?
Crosby.
There's
or
another
however you
one.
say his name.
No,
I was thinking of Bill Cosby, but I thought he's just too merry and confused. I can't.
Mary, what?
As in, like his voice, I just keep hearing his animated voice.
Hey,
Yeah,
Theo.
That's it.
I know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 children. Eddie
Gosh.
Murphy.
Anyway, I can't pick.
You have to decide, fam.
Like a
We need
rock
to
and a
move on
hard
with the show.
place.
I don't give a hoot. Decide.
I think I
R.
might-
Kelly or Michael Jackson. They'll both sing you to sleep. One will spoon you, the other one will pee on you. Which one do you want?
I think MJ.
I mean,
I think it's gonna have to be MJ.
all right, cool. Any reasons?
Just feel like he hasn't been convicted. We don't know yet.
We'll never know.
We'll never know now. So my child's gonna
Ignorance
go
is
with the
bliss.
Ignorance is bliss. Exactly. Oh,
All right,
horrible thought.
that's fine. So we both chose
MJ.
R. Kelly,
Boy,
Oh, I chose MJ.
and you chose.
Yeah, but you're thinking because
the
you've got
weird
boys, whereas I'm like, I don't know what my children are going to be in the future. Are they going to be boys? Are they going to be girls?
There we go.
Yeah.
All right, so today's topic is about how
Being called a fatty when you're growing up.
being called a
Yeah.
fat thing growing up by your aunties. Ty's like, whoa, what's going on here?
Yeah.
So basically, growing up as a third culture kid, being an ethnic minority, I don't know about the Caucasian community, but there's 2 people in a room who can maybe answer. Y'all can be the representation. We were basically constantly fed, but then told, oh, but you're fat. What's going on here? And your aunties like to say it to you with chest, like, and they feel like they're telling you out their best interest that, can you just lose weight already? But then they'll feed you dinner and then get offended for not eating their food because you're trying to be
And they'll
good or you're
overfeed
full.
you.
Yeah, so then obviously growing up, you have like a weird relationship when it comes to how you view your aunties, when it comes to viewing food, and how you view yourself physically. So guys, growing up, were you fat things?
I was, yeah. I still am.
You're actually an idiot.
I'm chubby. I've been chubby.
You're a fluffers. You got small fluffy. Like, you're
it will
comfortable.
fluctuate here and there.
You're thick.
you better be careful because Tricky might come after you.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think I'm big enough for Tricky's tastes.
Boy.
Based on what he said, what we were saying earlier. But no, I've always been a little chubby kid.
Fair enough.
I think but I feel like there's a reason behind it. So when I was born, I only weighed 5 pounds, and my parents did the whole when you were a baby, I used to carry you in one hand thing, which is cute. But I feel like my mum fed me more because in her mind she was seeing this little baby and thinking, oh, I
Okay.
need to feed her to grow her up quicker,
grow her up.
healthy, big and strong.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And
Is that right, Andy?
Horrible.
is that right? And then also, like, I have very clear memories of being young with sitting at the dinner table with my brother and literally getting beats if you didn't finish what was on
Yeah,
your
no,
plate
100%.
and crying because you're like, I don't want to eat anymore, but your mum is there like with the cane or whatever utensils was there, usually the wooden spoon, ready to whack you for not finishing what's on the plate.
Yeah.
So there's those memories like from really early on. So there's definitely
guys. We're gonna
Yeah.
ask the white people soon. Don't worry, you guys will have your
yeah.
moment.
So it was finish what's on your plate, even if you weren't hungry.
Yeah. There's no such thing as moderation. It was just like, eat.
You gotta eat what's on you have to finish it.
Yeah.
So even if you weren't hungry to begin with, you had to sit at the dinner table.
Even if
you
you
had
just
to eat.
ate and entered your auntie's yard
Yeah.
and dinner is about to be served. It's
Yeah.
food time. It's going
And I
down.
feel like, I'm sure we'll touch on it in more detail, but because our parents came from technically third world countries, they've obviously developed a lot since then. There's this mentality of, we don't know when food's gonna next be available, so eat as much as you can now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about yourself, Ben? Were you chubbers growing up? Were
Kind of.
you fat, boom, boom?
I wasn't big, but just
You wham.
puppy fat.
Yeah.
I was what?
So were you wham?
A what?
Wham.
No.
Hench.
No. God, it's the complete opposite.
Just
Okay.
a little chub.
Yeah. I was just
So you had baby fat?
yeah, I used to get
Yeah.
insecure, especially So I had a big chest, even when I was younger, and I used to get teased. But then you grow up, and then they develop, and it turns into something else. Like
No
something
muscles.
completely the second one.
Man
she
had
said.
muscles after that. He shedded the baby fat, and
I
below
thought
that
it
he
went from
discovered his
titties to
muscles.
moves.
No.
No, it didn't. At 20, you're
Did you
19 and
flex your
20s, you get I don't know what every guy just goes through and be like, right, I'm going to the gym. And you just go to the gym all the time, and then it just develops from there.
Yeah.
And some of it stays, some of it goes.
Can you flex your pecs?
I can, yes.
Did you do it when you had moves?
No, after
Like Rick Ross
when
vibes?
I had pecs, that's
Oh.
when I did it.
That would have been fun though.
But yeah, I used to get teased all the time. I hated swimming. Just take off your clothes and go swimming. So I used to have to cross my arms and cover my chest because I hated it.
I want to see baby pictures.
But I never.
Was that because the other kids would take the mic?
Yeah,
So if they didn't take the mic, would you have been as
probably not as
Self-conscious.
not as self-conscious.
What about at your home? Did the aunties hit you up with some?
When I was younger, you squeeze your cheeks and oh, he's so cute and all this stuff. I never got called like big or fat or anything like that.
Okay. I
but
was straight up called for that. But carry on, please.
I think that was deflected at other siblings, and I have to ask how she felt about it. But
it's hard because you can develop a lot of underlying issues, like maybe subconsciously you're not even aware of, because of the constant, like, people feeling they can, especially adults, that they can just tell you about your weight and it's just okay. Like, this is like, I'm just telling you how it is.
yeah?
maybe people think it's a motivational something, but it's not.
Tricky enters the building, makes noise, interrupts us all. It's fine.
I just want to pick up on a point there though that you mentioned, the way that girls are
Built.
the way that
Develop.
a chubby girl is commented on versus the way a chubby boy is commented on are very, very different, and the sort of expectations put on the two different genders as well, really different. So I feel like girls get it a lot more, whereas it's almost a free pass. I mean, it's not that it's a complete free pass for boys to be chubby, but it's almost like, oh, he'll grow out of it, or no, it's fine, that's just his build, that's his stature, he'll grow into it. So
he's a stocky man.
He's a stocky man, that's just his build. But when it's a girl, no one ever says she'll grow into it. They'll be like,
he'll hopefully grow into her.
Yeah.
I need to stop, man.
So it's the quickness of the banter. It's really quick.
Listen, I'm a witty individual. So that's growing up being a fat
a
thing.
snap.
You had to be funny, all right? I mastered the funniness and the wittiness. I lost the weight. Man, still funny. Should have done stand up, but I will cry on stage.
It's a whole different beast. Getting up there and
I'm
talking.
Too shook. I'm not gonna lie.
Oy.
I watch comedians and I admire them. They have a level of confidence and thick skin that I have not been able to develop. So
I don't know if it's different. I think you can say from your experience, I got it hard. I thought I got it hard. Talking
based
about
on how you measure up.
Talked about even that, and I was the darkest in my class, so I got that on top of it. So there was a whole premise around how I felt, and there was a whole aura around me of, oh, I'm fat and I'm dark. I didn't get a lot of attention, so I was just like,
Did you wear glasses as well?
When I was coming into secondary school, that's when it all hit.
You're just ticking.
There you go.
All
And
the
then you get to college.
Someone to be ignorant.
Yeah, so you get to college, and then it's just like, no, this ain't happening no more. There were a lot of rebrands in college. Did you ever notice that?
Yeah,
a lot of
How you
rebrands
mean?
in college.
glow ups.
Yeah, there's that.
Nah.
you
Did it get
go-
my glow up?
No, I still haven't had my glow up. But a lot of people from in between that summer
You
from
still ain't had
secondary,
your glow up.
I still ain't had my glow up.
You're a beautiful human being.
Making me
woman.
cough, choke. What the hell's wrong with? It's not. This one is literally on a boat fishing for compliments. Stop
Nah.
it.
Me, no.
Nah.
But anyway,
I get you. I understand.
the
you, I feel
summer
you.
between secondary school and college was like it was like the butterfly phase for a lot of people.
Did it happen to you at any point? Like,
No.
honestly, forget what you're feeling right now. But do you feel like there's a transition for you where you were like, okay, I'm learning myself more. I'm like becoming more me, and you're able
I
to
think
like.
inside, yes. But I think, no,
Looking
honestly,
back at
because
the
I feel like when you
photos.
look back at photos of me from, I don't know, 14, 15 to 20 to whatever age I am now, there's very
She
little,
left.
Her grownish,
my grownish age.
No one
Whatever
needs to
age,
know.
There's not much difference.
Yeah.
So, as in, I feel like there isn't significant difference to say, oh,
Well,
she's
you've not
grown
aged
up.
one bit, my dear. You got the Benjamin Button vibes.
Age don't
Mashallah,
age.
mashallah.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
You
For
don't,
now.
you
for
don't
now.
feel, you be like, just look at yourself. I'm happy with the person that I'm becoming.
Internally, yeah. I will say my growth in my personality, my character, all of that. Yeah, I'm happy with who I am. But externally, I
therapy right
honestly
now.
feel like if someone said to me, I do get it a lot, like you look like you're 18, you look like you're 19 sometimes. It's starting to creep up a little now. But
Look at this one.
What, 28 at best? It's like, what? How dare you?
how dare you? Under 21 still, please. So I feel like physically I don't look different.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a big transformation in myself. I don't know.
But that's not from lack of effort.
To be honest, I can't say I've tried that. As in, like,
You have.
as in to make a dramatic change.
Right.
No.
That's interesting. I want to hear another.
But I think it's about being ready. So I started gaining weight. So so my mindset was, I knew I was a big girl. I heard it all the time by family members. Did I pay attention in school? I went to all girls school. Girls were all bitches back then. Hence me then going, do you know what? Because I'm chubby, I know no guy will look at me. Let me become mandem. And then, so if you can't have them, join them. So I started becoming one of the guys.
That's interesting. Okay.
I became a tomboy. But this is like me looking back and like analysing the
It
situation.
makes sense.
Yeah, so I just became mandem and I felt like that was the safest option for me to be. So I never stood with, never like vibed with women. But I started gaining weight and just I owned it. So I would always be the person that will buy kicks and buy accessories. I will never buy clothes. I'll never go clothes shopping. You know when the girls will go clothes shopping, I'd be like, yeah, so I'm gonna go Foot Locker and size and like buy more trainers and beads.
The changing room meltdowns are real.
Hella real.
The amount of times I've like gone in excited to try on an outfit, going, oh, this is gonna look cute for whatever event it is,
Brethren.
and then you're there and you put it on, or for in my case, got it up to here,
Trust me,
and then gone, oh, and then you start crying.
literally,
Crying?
I will cry,
I will cry in the changing room.
For why?
100%.
Because I don't know if this is the same for men's clothing because I don't wear men's clothing, but the size range for women's clothing differs from shop to shop.
Oh my days.
So you can be a size 12 in one shop.
Dude, you're nodding your head like you know from experience. You're like, yeah, of course they do.
Kenny wears
knows.
he wears his skirts on the
his
weekends.
missus knows.
I have to go to shop to them. They look like 40 something, 60 something.
Kenny, can I just give you some credit there? You called her the mother of your child and not baby mother. Thank you so much for that respect because I cannot stand that terminology, but we'll move on.
Yes.
I felt that. I felt my energy
Yeah.
shift a little bit. Thank you.
But yeah, you can literally go to 3 different shops.
Yeah.
Try
It's
on
heartbreaking. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
3
lie.
different sizes and not fit into any of them and be like,
So
oh my God.
tell me your age about telling your age. I used to go to CNA
Oh my God.
with my mum. Yeah, my mum's the only person I'll go clothes shopping with.
Yeah.
My older sister was smaller than me. And every single time she'd be like, go and try it on. And I'll get like a size bigger. I would walk in with confidence, looking in accessories, minding my own business. Mum convincing me to try on clothes.
Yeah.
And I'd walk out ready to eat my emotions. And I've admitted this now as an adult. I ate my emotions. Whenever I was sad, I will eat because all they ever associated in my household is food with every single feeling. So if you're feeling sad, here you go, let me treat you to something and that will cheer you up. Oh, you're celebrating, here you go, here's food because you deserve it. So food was the place to go. So I became mandem, didn't want to try on any clothes. And literally, I reached a point on my 25th birthday where I realized I was growing up in size based on my age. When I was 10, I was a size 10. 12, size 12. 14, size 14. Literally got to like a size 22 bottom. And I was like, yo, I need to stop. And before that, I owned the title. I was a funny fat friend and I was cool with that. But I wasn't cool with that. I was just cool to roll with that because that was my assigned, like I assumed my position as that person.
Yeah.
And I was, everyone loved me for being, the life and soul of the party. But inside, I'd be like, oh, I can't wear what I want. And I'd punish myself. I'd be like, I'm not going to wear certain clothes. I'm not going to go swimming because fat girls shouldn't go swimming. I'm not going to wear certain outfits because I shouldn't be wearing that many colors. I'm just drawing attention to my fatness. And then I just woke up on my 25th birthday and I thought, I am actually that fat friend that would sit in the front of the car rather than the back to make space in the back. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
So as in, like, if there's 5 of us,
Mhm.
Hebz
Yeah.
can't sit in the back because I'm taking up 2.5 seats. So I'd have to sit in the front. And that moment didn't require anyone else but me.
Yeah.
And I was driven. I literally lost all my weight, did a keto diet, and I was cool. Siri,
You see, you not even Siri understand what you're saying.
So inner.
That was
But I got
perfect.
you.
Perfect timing.
No.
The attention that you got post the transformation, was it worth doing that transformation?
I didn't do it for attention.
Okay.
But carry on.
The attention that you did get, was it?
Did you notice a difference in
Yeah.
attention?
Yeah,
basically?
like even when people saw me, they'd
I shouldn't
fall
have
off
said
their-
it was
they'd fall
worth
off-
it because you didn't, like you said, you
No,
didn't
no,
do
it's
it
like, no,
for
that's
that
fine.
attention.
Like people would fall off their seats when they saw me. They'd be like, I can't even recognize you. And people, when they see my photos now, when I upload it on Instagram, my before and after, people were like, you had a glow up and a half. And I'll be like, I really did. Like, because genuinely, for a very long time, I was like not disgruntled, but I was just that fat friend. And it's no disrespect to anyone that's overweight. Like, everyone's got their battles, everyone's got their demons, everyone's got their reasons to why some people can't lose weight. Do you know what I mean? So it's not a case that I'm coming at anyone because I've lost it. I'm still constantly battling on my weight to this very day. But I was just ready to lose weight and I was cool. But when I lost weight, yeah, it was a whole next level of attention. I used to always like get approached because apparently I had a pretty face, but shame about my body. But I'll have like the odd guy that likes big girls that will move to me or whatever. But when I lost weight, I was just like, I don't know what to do. Because like it just opened a whole pool of human beings.
Yeah.
That it unlocked a level of attention from women and men. Like even aunties go, oh my God, Heba, look at you. You're so amazing. You know, find your husband. And I'm like, yo, I'm married. At the time, I was obviously married.
Yeah.
But even when I became single, like being slimmer and being single was actually also like a very overwhelming feeling. Because now whenever I got approached, I didn't have to say no. So it's just like, oh crap, what do I do now? Options are too many. But it hasn't changed my mindset. I'm still a big girl in my head.
Yeah, I mean that this is what I was saying about internally you can feel a lot of change, but sometimes it can be such a tiny little change, but you feel so different inside, and it's definitely I feel like the internal changes, like developments to your character, developments to your personality and stuff like that, are something that you might notice, but not necessarily. It's not as visible. Well, it's definitely not visible because it's all characteristics, but sometimes physically you can change, but internally you still feel the same.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Do you feel, Ben, like Ben looks, his eyes all
No,
big,
keep going.
deer
I'm
eyes.
listening.
Do you ever feel like the fat kid ever? Or did it take you a while to let go of that fat girl, fat boy mentality?
I didn't really have.
But do you know your insecurities that you
Yeah.
had?
Okay. So insecurities.
Yeah. That's what I
Yes,
mean by
it takes a
mentality.
time to get rid of them. For a longest time, I didn't like to either get dressed in front of other people or be able to, take off my t-shirt. Like, when you go, the guys will know this. When you go and play football, you might play. Some of the guys might take off their shirts, or some might play shirts and skins or whatever. I would never be skins ever at any point.
So what happens if you got chosen as skins?
I remember one time specifically in college that happened, and the guy goes, "Yeah, you're skins." I was like, "Yeah, no, I'm on the other team." He goes, "Dude, there are no girls here. No one cares. Just take off your t-shirt."
Yeah, you're making
Because
it
we're
a
all
problem.
guys.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
So
Who
did you
cares?
take your t-shirt off?
Yeah, and it was all right. And
But back then you'd already lost weight, right?
I was on the verge of losing the weight. The thing that made me drop a lot of weight was one, I hit at 15 or 16, and then the weight just almost like I had a shower and it just dropped off.
You cow.
And but it was probably used.
So moving on.
But then in college, I think university was when I was at my peak because I found basketball and I played it every single. To put it into perspective, we would have training on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. I would have training twice a day on Saturday, and then I'll go again on Sunday, just because I like the game. So I
So,
was
like,
in
five-
probably the
5 to
best
6
shape
times a
I've
week.
ever
Yeah.
been in my life. And it was just like pecs and packs and whatever. It was just there because I
How
wasn't
did you
doing
handle
anything.
the attention?
I didn't do anything. It was like I would walk into the gym, still had baggy clothes because at the time everyone was doing that. You had baggy clothes and no one saw it,
It was
apart
a
from my
swag,
girlfriend.
swag.
Mhm.
So that was there. But yeah, there wasn't. There was still part of me when I was very young in college that was still a bit insecure. I know that was the point. I was big to a point where I had roll lines on my stomach. Like, so I've still got them now. There's creases in my stomach where I was a bit big. And I remember when I took off my shirt when I was going to play football, one guy goes, "Oh, so you've got the lines already drawn in your stomach for a 6-pack." I was like, "Nah, dude,
That's
just..."
a nice way of looking at it.
He
I was
did.
literally going to
The
say
six pack
six-pack.
converted into.
And I was
Yeah.
just like, look, I still have those lines there now. It's just like, I don't really care anymore.
So
They're
I
there.
just tone it up in it. It's just
You
So
could.
when did you feel like or do you feel like you've overcome your insecurities?
Oh yeah, I don't care. I
You
go
don't
to
ca- you don't
because
care
you have to.
anymore. Yeah.
You put into situations. I take my son swimming and I walk with my shirt off, just with boxes in swim trunks, and I go taking swimming. I walk
Please don't
around
go
the house.
swimming in boxes.
like, inappropriate. But
Or you
yeah.
end up with R. Kelly and MJ.
No, yeah. Walk around the house in without my shirt off after I
But
go
you
for
sound,
a run.
but prior to getting married though, because obviously, like I feel like when people get married, they're just like,
Oh no,
I'm
yeah.
confident. I got
I've
my
bagged
wife,
one
got
now.
my kids.
Yeah.
Oh no,
I
there
can do it
was
once.
a bit of arrogance when you got. I remember in university, all we did was win games and go out with girls and drink. That's all we did. University. So there comes with a level of confidence. You have to think at university, we were the best team out of any
So
team.
you got a lot of attention from women then, even if
Yeah,
your clothes
yes
were
and no.
baggy, because you were
Yeah.
the basketball player.
Yeah, yes,
or
and-
you're on a team.
Yeah,
That's
So
sick.
we
I
were
want to
the-
be that person.
and that's
Damn
what
it,
say
that's
university was probably
Join a
like
basketball team, Hebz.
I want to be that person, like raw.
basketball,
Look at her,
netball,
she's
you have to
coming.
jump,
Oh,
yeah,
my
football.
days. Yeah, I never had that.
It was that point where I think that was the turnaround. And then once you get that mental confidence, it's just like, no, I'm not going back. There's no point.
Yeah. I want to come back to something you said, Hebz,
Oh,
about
God.
people saying you're pretty, but shame about the body. Because this is a comment that I hear to this day about me. And it irks me so bad. So it'll be guys that I'm talking to or getting to know or have dated. They'll somehow feel comfortable enough to be like, oh, you're pretty. But if you lost weight, you'd be more hot. Like you'd be hotter.
How does that make you feel?
I don't want to talk to them no more. They get added to the block list
Oh
straight
my God, that
away.
block
Because I
list.
just think if everyone has their taste, everyone has their preferences. That's cool. But if you know your type is not me, why are you talking to me in the first
Why are you
place?
stepping
That's a
to
good
me?
point.
Yeah,
Words.
why are you talking to me in the first place? And then why are you trying to bring me down, like make me feel worse about myself? So it really bothers me. And it's not just men. Women have said this to me growing up. Like, you know, we're talking about aunties talking about weight.
Yeah.
I'd have it where it was aunties or older cousins say stuff to me like, you've got a nice face, you've got nice height. If you lost a bit of weight though, you'd look so much better. And it's like, you're saying this and I can see your back rolls from over there. Like please.
But
like,
auntie's married.
well, these are my older cousins weren't married at this point, and they would,
Okay.
but they were. Some of it came from people who were bigger than me, trying to hate that I'm smaller,
Yeah, them ones.
and then it would also come from other people who were smaller than me who wanted to demean me even more. Because I've never, like, it was so odd to me when this situation happened, but I've never really had girls be jealous of me. I'm a very non-threatening kind of person, just easygoing. But there was this one situation that happened where I was like, this is really weird. Like I couldn't understand the situation, and a friend had to come and break it down for me. And she basically said the person who was showing signs of jealousy and envy towards me was jealous because I was getting attention from men being the size that I am, but she didn't until she lost significant amounts of weight. So she was hating on me
The fact that
for
you were
being,
bigger and
for
you
being
were...
a size 16 girl getting attention from men when she had to go from a 16 to an 8 to get
But her face is
attention.
probably clapped, that's why.
Well, her personality. I'm not gonna, yes.
I think you had the pretty face and you had some meat. So whereas she probably had to lose weight in order for someone to look at her like that.
It's more. I feel like sometimes your
trying
personality
to be a
shows
cow right
externally.
now.
So if you've got a disgusting personality, if you've got something that's
Yeah.
a little bit wrong with it shows on your face.
Yeah.
It shows. It comes out. So it doesn't matter whether you're like the most aesthetically pleasing human. If your insides are rotten,
The minute you open
somewhere
your
or another
mouth,
it comes
it's a
out.
shutdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that was the first and probably only time that I've ever come across someone being jealous of me in my current status. This is the size that I've been most of my life. Like I'm a fluffer. So it's really
Alright, nothing wrong
weird.
with
Like
that.
it's weird being in this in between because some people are, when I talk about weight I've talked about weight to you, like it's something that does
We
bother
chat about it
me.
a lot, yeah.
It's more about how clothes look rather than anything else. I'm like, oh, I wish I just looked better in clothes. But some people will say, oh, I think you look beautiful the way you are. And I'm like, cool. And then other people will go, oh, if you lost a bit of weight, you'd look way better. And I'm just like,
But then it's down to you and it's down to what you think.
well, yeah.
So speaking of jealousy, I get a lot of weird energy from women and they just think I'm all that. And I'm just like, if only you knew.
I know why.
Why?
I know why.
Go on.
Aesthetically, your face is pretty. There are facial expressions that you make where, and I've seen it on posts that you do, it's because of, and don't take this as disrespect, the angle of your eyebrows, they go down. So the shape, the contours and the shape of your face make it look like you're a very, again, don't take this bad. You know Cruella de Vil?
Angular.
Yes.
Where is this going?
No, listen.
Oh,
it
so your
look-
face is structured.
Yes.
girl.
So when you, especially you putting the camera up here,
Yeah, I'm
and
a liar.
it looks
I'm
like
a catfish.
it looks like you've got
Listen,
contours and angles.
Quick session.
No,
of-
listen.
Wait, so my angles from down here
Baby
are not
girl,
working
quick
for me.
session.
No.
Yeah, your nostrils ain't working, baby girl.
No.
You see
My nostrils ain't working.
Quick tutorial on how to catfish people, yeah? Listen, okay. Size 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, buffeting. That's it. That's all it is. Angles.
I've
Angles.
learned
I'm
something
the biggest
today.
catfish
Flipping
in
hell.
London. Hands down. But no, you're wrong. So the reason why
Okay.
So the reason why people assume because I have a bum, and because apparently this is in people's eyes okay, that I think I'm all that because I'm able to wear certain clothes and rock certain clothes in a certain manner, and I'm actually because I grew up as mandem, I'm cool to vibe with guys. I find it very easy for me to talk to men. They watch me and think, "Raw, look at her talking to guys. Look at her doing this."
You're threatening.
They see me as a threat, but little do they know I am this little fat kid inside, and I don't see what they see. Like when
I'm
people
the
go, "Oh my god, I
complete
think you're
opposite.
sexy," I'm just like, "Ugh, where?"
I'm the complete opposite. I'm considered a non-threat to other women.
Really?
Yeah.
With that buff face? Sorry.
No, because a lot of guys will look at a girl's body. They're drawn to the body.
don't
They won't look at that
What?
because
You
no,
don't know
honestly,
this?
the
At your
amount
big
of
age, you
times
don't know this?
the
No, but
amount
as in every guy's got a preference, so it doesn't. That's we can't assume every guy only likes a certain height. Every guy likes a certain.
No,
Everyone's
no,
different.
the thing is, obviously, with recent times, we're all wearing masks. What do you think guys are still going up to girls?
No,
for?
no,
Shape of their body. No, but I've also got a belly. The booty came with a belly. Like it's buy one get one free.
At least you got breasts. I got moves.
Oh, yeah.
Again, buy one get one free. It's the weight.
I won't get two free.
If I didn't have the weight, I'd be this. So I just feel like a lot of guys will see a girl's body before they see her face. So a lot of guys will see a girl from behind
Or
and
your
be like,
front.
"Oh, I like the shape." Or from the front, but
But
I
that's-
haven't really clocked the face. And then they'll be like, "Oh, I like this feature. Let me go talk to her."
I'll take it a step further.
Yeah.
A lot of guys will date a girl for her body when her face isn't all that.
Which is why I don't get gas when I get approached. I get moved to
Yeah.
all the time, and I'm just like 9 out of 10 times you're thinking, would I want to
But
hit
I
that?
think women
then they
know
realize my
that.
personality bangers,
Yeah,
and I'm like,
women-
what now?
Exactly. And I think women know that, as in like women know a guy will be drawn to another woman based on her body, based on her physique. So the reason why Kim Kardashian and all the likes of those are
Fake
are as attractive as they are is because I know it's all fake, but it's because, you know, their physique is what is drawing guys' attention. Makeup can fix the face. And I'm considered non-threatening because I'm just a fluffer. So
Baby
they
girl, some guys would love to handle you. Sorry, it sounds very
it
inappropriate.
don't happen though. There's my
But-
DMs are dusty.
But you
cob-
also like
the
block
cobwebs
every single guy
is-
that hollers at you.
Yeah, but
So
it's
make up your
because
mind.
they come up with weird nonsense.
I bet 30% of London men are blocked by you.
30%, you know.
I would put it out there.
According to our statistics.
30%.
Yeah.
I would put it out there.
But yeah, I've had women actually not want to speak to me. I've had women start beef with me. And I'm just like, if only you knew like how much I would vibe with you.
Yeah.
If you just chill for a second, removed your insecurity, stop deflecting it on me, and actually just spoke to me.
Do you think those women are behaving that way because a guy they're interested in, to them, it looks like that guy's interested in you?
I've
'Cause
had it where girls have said, well, there's no point, you're here. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
I don't understand. And I don't want to say this, 'cause I feel like someone's going to watch and be like, but you're not all that. I agree. I'm actually quite basic. Like, I don't see like a huge big deal. But for people to say that to me, I'm just like, I don't see like any sex appeal in me. I don't see anything. When people go, oh my God, you said this, I'm like, where? But it's because I've carried the fat girl mentality so long that it's become part of me. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I think when people go, oh yeah, I don't, like you said to Fizz, you're just fishing for compliments. When people give me compliments, I want to jab you in your throat.
Mhm.
Like, don't compliment me. Say you look butters. Say you do smells. I'm like, all right, cool. Facts. So if you try and compliment me, I want to go,
Interesting.
and it's not me fishing. I just don't. But at the same time, I need to accept compliments because my
yeah,
grandma's
I mean, same here. I need to work on that, on accepting genuine compliments. A lot of the compliments I get are backhanded insults.
Boy.
really.
Yeah,
Jab him in the throat, man.
No, it'll be like, you're pretty, but if you lost weight, you'd be pretty. What kind of fucked up compliment insult is that?
Question: Do you want to lose weight?
Do you know what? Honestly, I don't know.
Okay.
Because if you don't want to, then
That's
you need
the-
to
that's
just
the whole
embrace
thing.
you.
So because I think there's moments of insecurity when I will look at someone else and be like, oh my God, clothes look amazing on her physique. Like, I want to look like that when I'm wearing clothes. It's not even about, I don't know how to explain it. And this is probably why I've stumbled so much on why my weight yo-yos, because my motivation isn't clear. If it's just for like wanting to look good in clothes, is that really enough? Like, for me, that's clearly not enough because it's not working. And the whole sort of wanting to be hot for other people or for the male gaze or for the male attention is also not a valid reason for me. So I'm not doing it
You have
to
do it
be
for yourself.
attractive. I have to do it for myself. And
100%.
the only reason that I've got is I want to look better in clothes. Right now, for me, that's not a big enough deal for me.
What about
So-
for health reasons?
What about health reasons?
Well, this is one of the things that I think about a lot. So right now I'm healthy, but in the future, because of being a little bit overweight, I'm more at risk of diabetes, of high blood pressure, of strokes, of this, of that, like heart disease, all of those things. So I think about those things, but because it hasn't caught up to me yet,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm okay. But for health reasons, yeah, defo.
So when I lost all my weight, one of my drives, people are like, oh yeah, why you don't need to lose weight? You can stop now. I'm like, no, for me, my BMI, even though forget BMI. BMI is not realistic. I started doing it for medical reasons because I've seen my family and they're all on the bigger side. Like, everyone had a bit of a belly, and as they got, the mothers, as they got older, they just naturally got bigger. And obviously you look more nurturing and all that jazz, cool. But I feel like you can still be a nurturer and be like, look after yourself.
Yeah.
I don't want to add to all the reasons. I started thinking about death quite a bit, and I don't want to add loads of reasons to why I can now increase my chances of dying out of whatever. So that became my drive. So even though I was with my ex-husband at the time, he was happy as I was, and I lost weight. I guess you got two women in one. He got the buy one get one free.
Bug
The
off.
before and after. So he was winning regardless. But it was just for me.
Yeah.
But I think my biggest issue is when I think about it, when it comes to weight loss and all the trauma that comes with it as growing up as a kid into an adult, is I actually think I was a little bit happier when I was bigger.
Do you know what? This is a really weird thought that I had recently, but prior to lockdown, I'd lost 1.5 stone. I was a little bit slimmer in the waist. And then when I started to gain the weight back, I was like, I actually missed my belly.
They were happy weight. It was happy weight.
It was lockdown weight, mate. There was nothing happy about lockdown. but I don't know. It was like a really weird sensation going like, oh, I quite missed having this volume on my tummy.
That's interesting.
It was really, for me, it was a bit like, oh, I didn't think I would feel this way. I thought I would be
upset.
more upset about
Yeah,
gaining my
that's
tummy
how
back.
I felt. Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, but I quite missed it. Like,
Hello, baby.
hello, little tum
What you
tum.
doing?
So I don't know. It was really weird, but I think it's because I've always been a little bit chubby. So for me to change significantly, it would take a lot of time to get used to. And I've been this for so long.
It's just become part
It's
of
just
you.
become part of me.
Yeah. So the reason why I feel I'm unhappy or I'm unhappier than I was before is because I'm now very mindful of weight.
Yeah.
I'm too mindful of weight to the point where I'm thinking of different diets. I'm thinking of like I'm going to the gym all the time. I'm going to the gym for other reasons, obviously. I'm going for my mental well-being. I'm going for a stress reliever, like my me time. But I don't think I've dieted this many times in my life prior to losing weight. Like I did, obviously, simple maths. But
what diet haven't you tried?
I haven't done the watermelon diet. I haven't done a fasting like water diet because I think that's wild. You'll just lose apparently because do you know when you drink too much water, there's electrolytes or whatever it is. I don't know the technical word.
You dilute all of that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. So there's certain things, but I've done like keto diet. I've done the Cambridge, which is the keto. I've done
Cambridge
like
Analytica.
I've done the cabbage soup diet.
Huh?
I've done the fluid diet only. I've done fruit diets, veg diets, whatever it is.
Which one has worked?
Into keto.
Hearing all of this, my IBS just went bing, 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 bing. Like, no, cabbage soup diet.
No, because keto was the best thing because it just tricks your brain from you're no longer having any sugar. So you're no longer using glucose to burn your fat. So it starts using your
stored
stored energy, which is fat, to burn. So you're basically literally shedding weight all the time. But it's a high fat diet, very, very low carb diet. So your body obviously then...
You have a, what's it called? Bullet tea or something like this? Tea with butter in it.
Oh, yeah, there's a special keto coffee.
Yeah.
No. We just had regular drinks. We had green tea with mint and sweetener and water.
That's one of the first things that I found when I was Googling keto.
Bullet
coffee.
Yeah.
Bulletproof coffee.
Ugh.
It's got butter in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just put a big
Because
dump
of the whole high fat.
I'll just eat butter. I'll melt butter and put it all over my food.
Yeah.
I'll make buttery, cheesy
They
sauce
don't
with steak.
work. Just
I
small.
lost 6 stones in 6 months. Are you mad? I lost weight. It
can-
works, but please do it with research and the right nutrition because your hair falls out. Everything goes a bit wild.
That means it's not good for you.
No, if you don't have the right nutrition.
Go speak to a nutritionist. and
Exactly.
make
I am not a
small-
professional.
Small life.
Everything
life
in
and habit
moderation.
changes.
Cake in one hand, cookies in the other.
Hey?
Balance.
Balance. I agree. So,
heavy.
has anyone experienced what body dysmorphia looks like or feels like?
Yes.
So what?
Body
Body
dysmorphia. Do you
dysmorphia.
want to Google
I
that?
don't even know what. No.
All right. So, body dysmorphia, for those who don't know, is when you look in the mirror and you don't see what you truly look like. So you can be, there's people who are very, very slim who think they're fat. So you have people who have anorexia who will literally constantly starve themselves, go to the gym, I've seen a couple of women in my gym who I actually want to hug because I feel so sad that they feel that they need to lose weight because they're literally just sticks. There's like zero fat on them. So that's body dysmorphia on one end, and there's other people who think they're smaller than they are when actually they're bigger than they are. It's like a shallow
how
vibe-ish in that sense. I have body dysmorphia because, again, the fat girl mentality. I literally see myself much bigger than I am, and it does my head in, like to the point where I can't be happy. Where people, like even, like I said to you guys, and I'm sure anyone who follows me on Instagram sees that I post that when women compliment me, I hold that with my chest because I'm just like, a woman would never approach another woman to say anything positive. So for you to do that with your chest in the gym, for example, I can't take that for granted. I have to listen to it and pay attention to it. Whereas when a guy moves to me, I'm like, yeah, whatever. You guys will move to anything with a pulse and a pom pom. So I'm not excited. So for me, it's just like, it's come to a point where I just actually wish I can see myself the way everyone else sees me. Because I don't at all. Like, to me, I just see all my flaws and I see, like, oh no, like the more I stare at a photo, the bigger I get.
Yeah.
It's wild.
Do you think, this is also part of body dysmorphia, Ben, but do you think how you look in the mirror is different to how you look in photos?
I mean, my own personal photos that I take, I'm a catfish. I'm gonna do angles and make you feel like I look like something like that. Nah. I think it's I look worse in photos rather than
that's
mirror. But there's
interesting.
certain mirrors that lie to me.
Yeah,
Have you ever
yeah.
been in the mirror and you're like, nah,
Yeah.
that one there is trying to stretch me out? Like, you know, there's like circus
Yeah,
mirrors.
yeah.
Nah, bun that.
They're a bit warped.
I have a mirror closet, right?
Yeah.
Every single mirror, it like goes up in size. And when I catch myself in that one, I'm like, nah, go away. You go. I go to that mirror. I'm like,
Jesus
yeah, I feel
Christ.
good again.
Yeah. Mirrors do warp.
Do you mentally, do you ever just switch off? I think we've already said this, but you said
Women
no.
don't switch off. Full stop. We don't have the ability to have blank thoughts. Guys, do you have blank thoughts?
All the time.
All the time.
All the time. Literally all the time.
Yeah. Oh,
He just had a blank thought now. He was just like, la 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 la.
It's like,
Yeah.
do I think blank
All the
thoughts?
time. Taking
Yeah,
a
so
pee,
no.
just
No.
think of nothing.
Like, this is how deep it is. I went on another podcast called Conscious Conversations, right? Shout out to Miriam. And basically, I spoke to her about how deep it is. I will go into a restaurant and I will analyze the seating arrangements. As soon as I walk in, I will analyze the gaps between tables. Can I fit to sit in? Do I need, are there like, see how the size on these seats? Are the sides quite tight? Am I going to worry about my thighs fitting? There's layers to this.
There's, okay, so the whole skating journey that I'm on right now, I'm
I feel like we're teaching Uncle Ben a lot
We're teaching Uncle Ben a
the
lot.
suffering of a woman.
Yeah. So
You're
I'm,
just making me praise God for making me a guy.
I swear to God,
Yeah.
you're blessed. You
I
men
swear.
are blessed.
That's
yeah.
right. This is
So
nothing.
this whole skating journey that I'm on, some of the fears that I had really early on was, are my skates going to break?
From what?
My weight.
When has that ever happened?
It happens.
No, I'm asking
But
you.
these-
when
I
But
do
has
that
ever
with
happened?
heels. Am I going to crush them?
honestly,
Godzilla
these
style?
are
When
the
has
thoughts
that
that I have.
happened? But
I mean,
My
shit
life.
happens.
We will
can
be
go
that
through those
statistic.
thoughts, but you can go through those thoughts.
I
And
don't
then the
want
next one should be, has that ever happened?
Well, obviously,
have
it
rational
hasn't yet.
thoughts, Fizz. Have rational thoughts.
But okay, but yes, it's an irrational thought. But
Right.
that is the insecurity coming into place. So my first thought was, sorry, Kenny, like bashing the
punch
mic
the mic.
around. My first thought getting skates was, are these going to be able to withstand my weight? Because I'm
Why
a
would
chunky
they
girl.
not?
Certain skates are made for lighter.
Listen,
skaters.
there's certain seats that
Yeah.
are like maximum weight. Lifts,
Maximum weight,
I'm like,
yeah.
oh, god
Oh,
damn. Do I
Yes.
leave? Do I not?
and things like going on rides.
Yeah.
Wait,
I have
what?
I have a fear of heights, but on top of that, what I'm thinking is, am I gonna fit in the seat?
Yes.
Well,
nah.
yeah.
You're
nah,
not. You're
nah.
not too big to fit in
But
a
the
seat.
thing is, in my
a thing,
mind,
though.
that's what I see. So when you're talking about calculating the
100,
sizes, so what I do
100.
now with skating is I'm learning how to skate backwards. I'm learning how to weave in and out of
Pop, pop,
people.
pop, pop.
I'm learning how to skate through gaps. I will look at a gap, it's this big. In my mind, I'm actually thinking, I can't get through that. Like legit, in my mind, this gap will be this big. And I will be like,
feel you.
I can't go through that. Let me go round. Let me go round.
Most guys will go up to it and get stuck, and then that's their confirmation that
Yeah, like they can't
through.
get through it. But I'm already thinking.
Weird. I do never want to be that person.
Yeah.
Like,
Why?
I don't want to get
I
stuck.
would get stuck and be like, at least I tried.
Like, I don't go trampolining because I remember the first time I went trampolining, I was like, oh no, I'm too big, I can't do this, and I wasn't that big. When you look back at your old photos, you go, why did I think I was fat? Like I'm fat now. I wasn't fat then. So I'll look back. And I remember me thinking, I'm too heavy to do this. I can't do it. And because of
Yeah.
my confidence being so crap, I literally effed up my back on the first jump. And then
Oh,
I was with a bunch of guys and they all started laughing, but they thought I have thick skin, I can handle it.
But
After
you've
that,
hurt
I'm not
yourself,
entering
yeah.
trampolining ever again.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going trampolining.
Nah, bun that. My
Why
son,
not?
bless him, he's deprived.
Yeah,
Because
we're
I'm
go-
just
we're
like, no.
going. All kids, all grown up.
Speaking of rides, I went to Chesington with my son, right? Summer holidays, breaking your bank and your back. But we went to Chesington and there was a ride and like and I'm like, my thighs can't
This
fit.
is
I had
what
to
I
angle
mean.
like this.
That's what I mean.
And I'm just like, do you guys know that actual full-grown adults, like who actually have figures, kind of have to
Yeah.
go on it? We have meat, like wagon.
That's the kind of stuff that I worry about when I went on holiday with friends. Some of my friends are more smaller than me, like short and petite. And when you're going on things like we went paragliding and it's a couple's paraglide, so you're sitting side by side. Why is my petite friend getting on with me? And I'm there thinking, rah, this paraglide's gonna drop and
No,
it'll be
it's
from
not.
my
It
end.
needs
No,
balance.
it's not.
There's no balance. And I'm like, it's literally like a seesaw because I'm the heavy one and she's the light one and I'm there and she's
All right,
there.
but then you
But
can
like-
say the same thing when someone gets on a ride and they're too tall, or they go on an airplane and their feet can't fit into the seat.
But I feel like tall people,
Have struggles.
they
just
have
like you.
struggles,
But
yes.
They
it's
have-
not
they-
negative.
But it's not negative. So people are like, oh my God, you're so tall. And they see it as a positive. Like, you know, people are drawn to that. People are drawn
they'll
to
probably
height.
like size you up for their child.
Yeah.
He's so tall.
He's so tall. Like, if your legs can't fit, they're not going to go, your legs don't fit because you're too fat. They're going to be like, your legs don't fit, you're so tall.
We'd have
get
to pay
you-
for a seat and a half if you carried on expanding.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about seat and a half. You choose to have leg room or not. It's an optional. Some people be like, bro, Ryanair don't fit you. Like,
Yeah.
so you need to pay extra.
Okay, there is an element of some things not being able to fit everyone.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but I think that's down to design, not the person. So if
Oh.
it's the truth, so you have to stop thinking that you are the problem, and you have to start thinking
Yes, Uncle
that
Ben.
there are things that are not fit for purpose.
I agree. There are things that are not fit for purpose. And as the population grows, things need to be updated.
We need to go to America and feel like slimmers.
Hopefully
If
not.
you go to
Yeah.
America, I feel
Well,
so
I mean,
slim.
yeah,
It'd be wild.
yeah.
Certain
You
places.
go to
Certain
Texas.
places,
I want to
yeah.
go. I want to go and feel mager. I've never ever. Someone the other day said, "Oh, Hebba, you're looking more on a slim side today." I said, "No one's ever used the S word on me." I felt so. I didn't know what to do with it. I was just like, I'm being punked right now. There's cameras everywhere.
Oh, now I'm thinking of that meme where the girl's like, so you think I'm skinny?
I've not
That's
seen
the-
that.
Oh, wow. I need to send you some.
But yeah, so this is how. Okay, speaking of being punked, very quickly. When I'm at work, yeah, do you remember I used to work in the Vauxhall office, yeah?
Yeah.
And if I walk into the office and one person, like receptionist, will compliment me, shout out to Tina back in the day. She has her own podcast as well. But basically, she'll be like, "Oh my God, Hebba, I really like the way you look today." I go upstairs, someone else compliments me, another person compliments me. I'm like, nah, everyone's been sent a memo to compliment Hebba, to wind her up. That's how paranoid I get.
Yeah.
I'll be like, I don't assume I just happen to have a good day and everyone's complimenting. I assume I am being punked. And there's a social experiment taking place today.
It's just people being nice.
I don't know.
You've always been that way, which is interesting.
Yeah,
Always.
from when you've known me, innit? But I was a
Always.
big girl back then.
Some people didn't see that. Some people just saw a good person, but you didn't want to take it.
How can you not see Hebba? Like I don't understand.
Fat Heather has said, Herbal.
Hebba.
You said-
Well, obviously, like much here.
Okay. You can't read. There's no reasoning.
So you never saw my plus sizeness. You just saw, oh, she's got a lovely personality.
You were ridiculously knowledgeable in music.
I am.
We
still.
both worked in a trainer shop.
Told you, man. Them.
So there was an element of she must be cool. I would play stuff and you'd be like, oh yeah, have you heard this? And you would bring up I listen to music all the time. You would bring up stuff that I'd never heard of. I'd just be like, how the hell do you know this?
Did you ever listen to my radio show back then? In the
Once
stock
or
room?
twice. Because
every now and then they're playing in the stock room. They're like, yes, we're listening to you. And I'm like, aye.
So yeah, it was just that you never ever saw. If you see someone physically, you'd be like, okay, fine, that's them. I never ever thought as a kid, be like, oh my God, he's really big. Just accept it for that.
But also, I'm sure you've seen guys approach women and they go, well, you're fat anyway.
Yeah, and that's a
Story of my
deflection. That's a deflection of.
But at
their
the
own-
time, we're not having the intellect to go, oh, well,
Yeah,
you're just really
100%.
insecure about your small penis and all that. All the men
No, that's the
heard you
that's
get
that's
rejected.
that's a rejection, knee-jerk reaction. So you
What
get
is it?
rejected.
That's the deadest reaction
You get
ever.
well.
How do you
there's-
explain it when it's not even a rejection? Like when men feel comfortable enough to say to a woman, you're attractive enough, but if you did this, you'd be more
Oh no,
attractive.
that's just plain rude.
They're just
I'm talking about
dickheads.
if you ask a girl for
her number.
and she says no.
And then they're
As
like,
a
oh,
guy,
you're
you have
ugly
to- you have
anyway,
to
or
remember,
you're fat
as
anyway.
as a guy, to cold call a girl you have to bring up a lot of confidence.
Bumblehole, no one asked you to chat to me. Why are you chatting to me?
100%.
Keep it stepping to Greg's.
But we already have.
Back in the day, it was
But-
the yum-yums, isn't it?
Yeah.
But they already have. So that confidence has to be restored in some way.
Well,
And
you're
the only
fat
way-
anyway.
Only way in restoring
Confident.
that in themselves
Restored.
is to take something from you.
It's to insult others.
Your
Say
situation,
something
that's
else.
just
You
rude.
got split
That's
ends
just rude.
anyway.
Got
you know,
plans.
you don't know how to apply your eyeliner anyway. Like, say something else that doesn't destroy me
That's a bit
for the
deep.
rest of my life. You walk a bit crooked anyway. I don't know. Give me something else.
It shouldn't be a thing. It shouldn't be the thing. It's like someone rejects you. All right, cool.
Take the L. Walk away.
Take the L. Move on with your life.
Yeah.
No need to bring other people
Okay,
down.
have a nice day and walk off.
Yeah.
There you go.
I've said that before though, when I have been approached by a guy and I've said to him, sorry, I'm not interested. And he said, okay, thanks, have a lovely day anyway. I was like,
So as we get older, it's
Yeah.
about the energy. So I
Yeah.
reciprocate energy. So if you approach me in a certain like manner and you're being kind and gentle and you're being like playful, even a bit cheeky, I will reciprocate that energy. Even if I am married or whatever, I know where I stand. You will be rejected, but I will never be like, no. I'm not going to destroy a guy's confidence because he needs to now approach another woman to find his future bae.
yeah.
I'm not going to be the person responsible to why he's rocking in a corner or being like tricky who just admitted that he masturbates every 2 seconds.
Hey?
Yes.
You missed out on that
Yeah.
whole combo.
Who is sitting there going, well, I have no woman
Praise
because I
God.
can't approach them. Now I only have my hands, who are now called Camilla and Kylie. Like, that's long, isn't it?
Jill.
Like, I don't want to be responsible.
Jill. Jill.
You
Oh
waste,
my
man. Why do you know this?
It's that meme life, isn't it?
I feel there's a duty upon me
Yeah.
to not destroy a man. So if you're gonna approach me with love and respect and coolness, wittiness, originality, cool. I'm a holler that back.
Yeah.
If you approach me with oi, sorry, how you talk to one of your boys, like, I will be rude. But other than that, I feel anyway.
I have my headphones in all the time. I don't hear no one.
The time she's listening to nothing.
Honestly, music will be turned off, but I'll be like, la, la, la,
No.
la.
I feel like it's only right to build their confidence. I'll be like, I appreciate you. Like, I'll even make them smile. Why not?
No.
Like, throw a little bit of sprinkle on top. But I think what I've come to the conclusion of is everyone's a little bit insecure. And I feel like
Yeah.
every
Something,
single...
of course.
Yeah. But
So-
it's how they handle that insecurity and whether they try to deflect it onto others, which I think growing up, what we got a lot of was people deflecting their insecurities back onto
100%.
us. So those aunties, before we've hit puberty and developed, before we've become the fully grown adults that we are, they're nitpicking over our
Mhm.
Do you
appearance.
think that's a cultural thing, though?
It
I think
is,
they
but
got it when they were younger.
Let's ask the white people in the room. So white guys, did you ever have the weight conversation at home all the time?
No.
Two shaking heads.
But have you guys ever
Thoroughly.
been chubby, like as kids?
More of a skinny kid.
Okay. So you were the skinny kid. Kenny was a fat kid. Not that I'm naming shaming you or body shaming you in any possible way, because that's fine. So okay. So did you have any siblings that were overweight?
No,
So I
Yeah,
thought
yeah.
I'd lose.
My
I thought
guy.
I'd lose my puppy fat. I never lost that. I was waiting for a moment. They're like, I saw everyone losing the baby weight. And I'm like, all right, soon come back with me. Soon come back with me. It never came. I just expanded.
I mean, it came for you.
No, because it wasn't baby weight. It was just weight.
Yeah,
Oh,
man,
yeah. Yeah.
Baby weight is when you have chubby cheeks in year 6. Come year
Yeah.
7, gone.
Yeah, my cousin
I
went
just
through
carried-
that.
yeah.
16, man, just dropped weight.
Listen,
like bad luggage, dropped.
My
So
it.
best
maybe I'm
friend-
still like,
you're still a baby.
I'm still a baby.
Yeah.
You have the face for it.
You literally have a baby face, mashallah, mashallah.
It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous.
But I remember my best friend,
Yeah.
she lost all her baby weight, and I literally went, all right, cool.
It's
just- it's like periods. Not everyone gets it at the same time, innit?
Yeah.
So like my time's gonna come, and I'm gonna do slimmers, and that's it. Why
Kenny
are you
was
guys
thrown off by
laughing?
that.
We're waiting in like
Kenny
hot,
got
like,
thrown off
Yeah,
by
like
I'm waiting
hopscotch.
patiently.
It's my time. It's coming. It's coming.
No, jump in.
No,
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
well, for girls, definitely from like year 6, you do start going. Have you started yet? You start comparing notes because you can physically see the changes happening to your friends
I ain't gonna
and
lie.
yourself as well.
Keto saved me. Keto.
Oh,
And
dear.
finally realizing I am done being the funny fat friend. I just want to be the funny friend, and that's it.
I just want to find the perfect pair of jeans, and then I'm good.
Make them. Trust me, I'm not joking. You're not the first, and you will not be the last person to have this challenge.
Campaigns, yeah.
Make them.
There's
Make
a
me some.
whole market out there.
I'm
sis.
telling you.
Making
Anyone
a
interested in-
dollars.
No,
Fizz
just
jeans?
get some jeans, get some douche jeans, cut them up a little bit, make them to fit you. You're done.
Oh, I've done that. I've done tailoring. and
No,
stuff
but
like
then
that.
you sell them on to other people. You've got a business idea right there.
Second half.
So
right
what's
there.
my brand name? Fizz.
Whatever.
Yes,
Keep
jeans.
it fizz, isn't it?
Keep it fizz.
You can have
jeans.
literally
Fizz.
keep it fizz on the back lapel thing on the whatever.
There we go.
The
You're giving
label.
that for free. He ain't gonna
I
charge
do
you.
that all day. Who else wants to have a dream?
All right, so very quickly, I'm mindful of the time. How do you feel? Obviously, like we mentioned, culture is a big thing. Obviously, we've concluded that growing up as an ethnic minority, I think, like you said, you touched on our parents growing up in third world countries. It could be like poverty and you know, the whole feeding thing could be linked to that. It's like, let's ensure you constantly have stored fat. I don't know. But I want to know, with us now being grownish, do you feel like the dynamics will change when it comes to raising your own children in regards to how they perceive themselves, how they handle food, what they associate it with?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Because I formed unhealthy, like you said, you mentioned before. You eat out to comfort. You comfort eat when you're sad. I've
Slightly
definitely
still do it.
Yeah, I do it. I definitely do it. I comfort eat for any reason, and it's because it's something that's linked to my upbringing.
It's about unlearning a lot.
Yeah,
of
it's
behavior,
about unlearning
which
a
is
lot.
hard.
Yeah, so I don't want to pass that on to my kids. It's
Mhm.
an unhealthy habit. It's an
Yeah.
unhealthy coping mechanism. So hopefully my future kids is going to be all about creating healthy choices in everything possible, the best way that I can. And I'm hoping that I can use what I've learned through my growing up, through me developing, to then go to my kids like, okay, force feeding my child and beating them with a wooden stick at the kitchen table to make sure they finish their plate isn't gonna work.
I inherited that to the point where when I was married, when my ex-husband's boys will come over and I'll feed them, they weren't allowed to leave a table till their food's done. And they'll be like, is she being serious? I'm like, yeah, swear down.
Yeah, I do the
But
same thing.
I had to accept, let it go, bro.
Yeah, but
Like-
now the way that I see it, I do this exact same thing, Hebz. If you've put it on your plate,
Eat
finish it. You gotta finish it. So now it's about letting people pick how much they want to, but I don't serve people in that way.
But I do threaten them though. But like, listen,
yeah.
remember, if your eyes are hungry, that's on you.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
need to let go of that as well.
Yeah,
Just
but
if
I
you
just
have-
don't
we're
want to
gonna throw
see
it
food
away.
being wasted. So there's that element, but it's like don't do that like piling on your plate thing and then after a couple of bites going, oh, I'm done. Like be sensible with it. If you
But do you know what? Sorry, even the whole like don't waste food. That's another thing we've inherited.
We've inherited
which
that,
is
yeah.
firstly haram.
Yeah.
It's forbidden to like throw away food because there's people who are starving around the world who need it.
Yeah.
And then there's the mentality of just you
being
can't do it.
wasteful.
Yeah. Yes. But then regardless, I'd rather you be wasteful than for you to sit there and hate yourself because you're gaining weight. So for me, I think so my mum's still the same. So my biggest struggle now as an adult raising my son is that my mum still wants to feed.
Yeah.
So I'm a feeder by nature, but I can't feed my son the way she wants to feed him.
Yeah.
So she'll be like, oh, it's fine, just buy him McDonald's. I'm like, Mum, we can't keep doing this. And she's like, it's
Yeah.
fine, he's young. I'm like, but it starts young. Like when I see, literally yesterday, me and Bex went to the Emirate cable thing
Yeah.
at the O2, and I saw a really overweight kid and an overweight mum. And I just thought, I think it's very, very selfish of a parent, unless your child has a problem to why they can't lose weight, and that's a completely different subject altogether. But if you have chosen to let your son go or your daughter go because, bless them, they're young kids, let them enjoy life. Food is not just enjoyment. Like food is survival.
It's for nourishment.
Nourishment
Yeah.
purposes. But it literally broke my heart to see this kid.
Yeah.
Because obviously I don't know the backstory.
Yeah.
But if it was based on the stereotype that I have in my head,
Yeah, that's wild. I've
Yeah.
never understood
it's
that.
broken my heart.
yeah.
I've never understood that. How you let your child,
yeah.
get to
So
that
my mum and
stage.
dad will do that. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
My
No,
mum
that's
and
what I
dad
was just gonna
will
say.
literally,
Yeah.
I will have, do you know the Swiss rolls, like big that you slice up in
Oh yeah.
brethren?
No way.
In the middle of the place. I'll be in Sainsbury's. I'll be like, okay, you can open it if you want to. I was a fatty bum bum.
But I feel
on
like a lot
levels.
of ethnic parents show love through food.
Food.
Yeah. But
Wild.
what I was going to say is kids, this is the thing that I think our parents fail to understand, which is kids know when they're hungry and they let you know when they're hungry, and they know when they are full and they stop eating when they're full. And our parents just didn't seem to make that connection. It was like, you eat when I tell you to eat,
Yeah,
and
I
you
think
eat
that's
how
very
much I
true.
tell you to eat.
The psychological
Yeah.
aspect of
And
it.
that's where, like, if I have kids going forward, I'd literally be like, you let me know when you're hungry, then food
But the
will
problem
be...
is also kids, when they're too excited, they're never hungry.
Well,
Yeah,
then
but
they just...
You let
when
them
they
calm
get
down.
hungry,
You
they
them
will
calm
let you
down.
know.
I'm finding this out quite now
Yeah.
with the little one.
Yeah.
And my Joe is very tuned in
My
to
Joe.
the.
That's so cute.
I keep on wanting to say my wife, and I just say Joe. Okay,
But it's
Joe.
so cute, my Joe. I love
Sorry,
it.
sorry,
Please
sorry.
continue calling
No.
her my Joe.
Joe,
My Joe.
Joe is very
Our
tuned
Joe.
in with the psychological aspects of how children
Good.
develop,
Yeah.
because she's just like, if he's hungry, he's gonna eat,
Yeah.
and if he's throwing stuff, you know, he's two, gonna be
Playing
two,
with this food.
playing with the food, throwing it on the floor. It's like, you want to get up? Yep. All right, go.
Yeah.
Go get up.
Yeah.
There's no.
When
you
he's
have
ready,
to.
he'll come back.
Yeah.
Yeah. when
All
he's-
you're doing is causing more stress for yourself as well.
and for him as well,
Yeah.
because you don't want meal time to be stressful.
Negative.
You want it to be free, and there's music, and he plays around, and he helps us get his dinner ready, and
And he'll
it's-
start associating negative. So if he happens to choke on that food
yeah,
because he's eating it like not properly, he no longer wants to touch that food, and it's
Yeah.
because we forced it.
Yeah.
And I think it's important. It's nice to have that balance of Joe, because sometimes we just inherit, and that's the biggest thing that I'm learning. I'm inheriting a lot of things
yeah.
that I need to just stop.
yeah,
And one of them is feeding my son, where I'm just like, oh, you have to eat, you have to eat. My mum does the whole thing of food's ready, come down and eat, and I do that. Like,
Mhm.
I didn't cook food for you guys to eat it cold, so you need to eat now, but I'm not hungry.
Yeah.
I'd argue my mum and say, Mum, I'm not hungry. It's not by force. But I
Yeah.
didn't just cook for like 10 hours a day.
Mm.
No one told you, Cinderella. Like, chill. But
That's why I'm raising my kids on meal prep.
it's there. He's
Like,
like, who's throwing
You
it in the
hungry? Let's
microwave?
stick it in the microwave.
Nah, but for real, I started doing the same. And I used to be
Yeah.
like, food's ready, let's eat. And I'd be like, I can't do that. Like, I need to
Yeah.
just accept my guy's not
there
hungry.
is there is a
Yeah.
very good point in what you're saying, that you have structurally we're supposed to have 3 meals a day, and you have meal in the morning, afternoon, evening at specific times, but naturally sometimes your body just doesn't want, like, you go to the gym in
Yeah.
the morning, you might be ravenous in the morning and want to eat a big meal,
Mhm.
but then you're not going to eat again until maybe 3 or 4 in the afternoon, and then not eat in the evening.
Mhm.
But your mum's been like, I've cooked for all this time,
And you feel
meal
obligated
is
to
here,
eat.
and I'm not hungry. No.
Yeah.
It
But I
doesn't
feel her
fit.
pain at the same time, because I know what it means to sit in the kitchen or stand in the kitchen all day, and you look forward to feeding people. Because again, in your culture, to feed people is a sign of love.
Yeah.
It's a sign of affection, a sign of care, and being a nurturer. So for someone to now reject in their eyes, you've rejected my fresh cooked food.
That's
Mm.
That's
But
like,
this is the way-
it's a war.
yeah,
My
yeah,
mum
yeah.
will fight me.
But this is the sort of mentality side of culture that needs a bit of changing over time, because not eating your food right now does not mean I don't love you, or that I don't want you to love me.
I had to
Oh,
break that down to mum.
Yeah, but like this is exactly the same thing. Like, my mum
Mm.
would try and my mum would diss me about being fat and cuss me out and compare me to my sister, who's significantly younger than me and also slimmer, and then be like, you know, you're gaining weight. She's very quick to point out you're gaining weight.
Mm.
Or if I've lost a bit of weight, she'll be like, you've lost weight if you've been going to the gym or whatever. But she would insist on piling food onto my plate. So while I'm mid-eating whatever I'm
Don't
put on my
lie.
plate,
Tops up.
she'll top it up. And then
like a
I
bottomless
literally had
brunch.
to like shout at her one day. I feel bad for shouting, but I was like, you cannot have it both ways. You cannot be piling up my food, my plate with
They
food,
don't even know what they're talking about.
and then say to me, you're fat.
Mm.
Does
What
mum
was her
know?
response?
She was like, I'm never gonna put food on your plate.
Yeah.
She did.
Yeah,
she did
dramatic.
learn a lesson that day. I was like, you need to stop doing this, because I'm now gonna end up throwing this food away, because I'm overly full. I'm gonna throw this away. You're gonna cuss me later for being fat because I ate more than I wanted to. Like it's
a
a snowball.
situation.
Yeah, it's a
I
snowball
think
situation.
it's also having to come with environment as well. Because if you think about you coming from a place where potentially you didn't have a lot of food, so food was scarce, so you had
Yeah.
to. But then when you get to the new environment in the West or wherever it may be, you have children there. Your children's lifestyle is going to be vastly different
Mm.
from where you came from.
Mm-mm.
And that also includes your schedule as well. So they have 3 meals a day at specific times, but your children now are running all over the place because they've got all of this affluence around them. So it's just like they don't fit into the structure that you had where you've come from.
Mm. They
So-
don't fit the mold.
No, they don't. Well, they
Yeah.
don't say the mold, it's just the structure. It's not, it's
Mm.
just, we had meals at this time. Wherever you came from, we did this at these times. We did this 5 times a day. We did whatever.
We just inherit the structure, yeah.
And then you're not inheriting that structure when you get to that new place. You'll see it when other people, people have migrated to Germany, migrated to the Netherlands.
different.
It's very different
Very
from where you're coming from.
So guys, Jerry Springer style. Final thoughts?
So how do we wrap this up?
Love yourself
Yeah.
and make sure that you have everything that you need and be healthy. As long as you feel healthy and mentally and physically, hopefully you'll be okay with that. And get some exercise. It's good for you.
You can just say what he said.
I was going to say what he said.
That's it.
Be healthy, kids. Be healthy.
I think what I will say is everyone's got insecurities.
Oh, yeah.
Let's just love one another. Peace and love and all that jazz. And I think the realities are, as ethnic minorities, we inherit a lot of things, and we need to be able to come to a point where we stop and take in what we do think is beneficial.
Yeah.
Let go of things that aren't.
Yeah.
And I think self-love is a big thing, because I think I spent a very long time in my life till this day lacking self-love. And I think I don't believe you can't love other people until you love yourself. Nah, I think someone can actually love me better than I can love me. I'm gonna hold on to that one.
Yeah.
So don't listen to the memes. But I do feel weight loss or weight and body image is such a centered thing right now on social media, and just the world we live in. So I think it's about knowing who you are and being confident in that and doing things for you, as opposed to please society, because society's idea
Changes.
Of anything changes overnight. We have a flipping crate challenge happening right now.
Oh, it's
Oh
amazing.
my God. Have
It's
you been
amazing.
watching the crate challenge?
Wild.
It is
Listen,
amazing.
I've seen midgets do it.
Have you seen the ones coming out of Northwest London right now?
No, I don't want to.
Mad. There was a guy who fell on his neck did a right angle.
Brethren,
You know what? I can't describe it as anything else.
It's so wild. Someone did it in the hood, and there's gunshots, and one girl died. Like, one girl died, 2 people. Like, it's going wild. It's pointless, senseless,
It's so
and a
silly.
waste of money. But that being said, guys, love yourself. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, Mama Hebz. Listen to us on Spotify and any other place.
All the streaming platforms.
Yes, just Google Growing Up British. I am Hebz. You can catch me on Instagram.
Ben of LDN.
Keep it fizz. That's it.
Full stop. Full stop, isn't it?
Keep it fizz. Goodbye. Stop doing the crate challenge.
Yeah, please.
I
Sorry.
keep doing. I need entertainment. Keep doing it.
No. Have you
Keep
seen the
doing
bread
it.
crate challenge?
Huh?
The bread crate one.
That's how you know in London, man.
That was a proper London
Is that the
one.
big one?
You guys-
The big...
Yeah.
that's
And she
mad.
took 3 steps and it just folded.
No, that's dead. And she did it with confidence.
It's so dumb.